Welcome to this Birst Blast instructional video brought to you by Agile Dragon Group. To see this video and others, join the Dragon Den. Remember, Infor Birst, it's all we do.
Welcome to this lesson where we will discuss and show you how to create a simple chart using Visualizer. Building a chart inside a Visualizer is very easy. In order to make most charts work, they would need at least one measure or data that can be calculated and one attribute or data that gives context to a measure. You can simply drag and drop measures and dimensions onto the canvas, or you can pick a chart type and use what's called guided mode. When you use guided mode, in this case, we've selected a column chart, and the guided mode will tell me that I need at least one measure and one category or attribute in order to populate the chart. From the default subject area, we will simply find a measure and drop it into the measures section, and find an attribute and drop it into the categories section. If you want to add a filter to your visualization, there is a filter section within the ribbon where you can simply drop the column and then apply the filter. The same thing works for sorting, where in this case, if we wanted to sort by quantity shipped, we would simply drop quantities shipped into the sort section of the ribbon and then choose ascending or descending. When you're finished with your visualization, you can simply click Save and choose Save As, and you're presented with options of where to save your visualization. There are two main areas I want to point out. One is called Private, meaning that if you save the visualization to the private folder, it's only available to you. If you save the filter to the shared folder section, you're presented with a list of folders within the shared section that you can save your visualization. Users are added to folders so that when you save a visualization, if you save it to a folder, any person that has access to that folder will also have access to the visualization. Now let's give a brief demo of what we just discussed. I'm going to navigate to Birst, and in this instance, I'm looking at a list of Birst spaces. There are several spaces that I have access to, but for this example, I'm simply going to click on the demo space for the visualization demo. When I'm ready to create a visualization, I'll simply click on Visualizer, which takes me to the area where I can build a visualization. Now, the first thing that we discussed is using the guided mode, so I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm going to go to the upper right where I'm presented with the list of the chart types as well as tables that we can use to build our visualization. For this simple demo, I'll simply use a column chart. And what you'll notice is it's prompting me to add a measure and add an attribute. I'll navigate to the default subject area, and first I'm going to find a measure. And like we saw in the slides, I'm going to use quantity shipped, and I'm just going to drag and drop that into the measures section of the ribbon. And you can see that right away, my chart is starting to build. Next, I need to add a category, and it's telling me to add an attribute. This is what is meant by most charts need a measure and an attribute in order to populate properly. I'll return to the default subject area, find attributes, and in this simple example, I'm going to search through the time folder, and I'm going to use year month. And I'm simply going to drag year month onto the category section. Now let's suppose that I only want to look at this data for 2021 onward. So I need to apply a filter to the visualization. Notice in the ribbon that there is a filter section. I'm simply going to drag and drop an attribute or a measure to the filter section so I can apply it. So in this example, we want to filter for years greater than 2021. So I'll go to year month. That populated to color, but look what I can do. I can drag and drop that to the filter section. And it's asking me to apply a filter. I'm going to say greater than or equal to, and then I'm going to search for 2021. You'll notice that I'm then presented with 2021 month 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Click greater than or equal to 2021, month 1. And then notice that in the filter section, I am now filtered for year month. If I don't want to control color, that was a mistake. I'll simply just drag and drop it into the left, and I can move that off of the ribbon. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is how I can apply sorting. So once again, if I want to sort this ascending or descending, I can simply drag and drop a column into the sort section. And let's suppose I want to sort this column on the quantity shipped descending. So what I'll do, move back to the default subject area, find measures, find my quantity shipped, and drop that into the sort section. And notice that currently I'm sorted ascending, but I'll simply click descending. My visualization will update. Now, if this is a visualization that I want to save, I will simply come to save and choose save as. Now, since I haven't saved it before, my only option is save as. I'll click save as, and notice here that I'm presented with shared folders or the private folder. Once again, if I save something to the private folder, it's only available to me. If I choose one of the folders within the shared section, anybody who has access to these folders will have access to the visualization should I save it to any one of those folders. For this simple demo, I'm going to save it to my private folder and title this quantity shipped by time. And simply click save as. Now this visualization is available for me to open later or export, or maybe even move to another folder if somebody else would like to see that. So that concludes our quick demonstration of how to create a simple chart using Visualizer. I hope that you'll return here to see more lessons on how to use Birst.
Like this video? See it and others like it in the Dragon Den. The Dragon Den is Agile Dragon Group's free Birst community and knowledge base. Just follow the QR code on your screen and apply for access. I look forward to seeing you in the den. Have a good day.